Yeah, hey guys. So today's short video is going to be a quick review or synopsis overview of the list and go directory theme. Again, for those of you who've been following this series of stuff, I'm really kind of at wit's end with reviewing directories. But there are so many good, cool, and creative directory themes and frameworks which have come out in the last, let's say, 30 days or so. Actually, probably 3 months or so, there have been really just one after the other, really cool business in a box style directory frameworks. So this one is called List and Go. And we're going to look at, this is really a real-time synopsis of what I think of this theme. Lots of you, I've probably gotten 4 or 5 emails about this just in my course in the last week and a half. It has evolved over the last couple weeks into a really great option. It started really good, actually. I didn't like the visuals for this in the beginning. I thought the aesthetics were a little challenging. And while the functionality is great, and clearly the support for this has been outstanding, these guys are really hardcore supporting this and adding features and adding extending the theme really almost in a real-time way, predicated on what folks are asking for in the community. So people who are buying this and then asking for improvements or enhancements or extensions of the core functionality are getting that delivered to them almost on a case-by-case basis. It's pretty remarkable to see how well these guys are responding, or how responsive they are to what the community wants. So I want to show you why I'm going to buy this today, and we're going to try to use this on a new project to demonstrate some of what I think is really cool about this. So if you look at the new badge here and here, they've really improved the aesthetics of this over the last couple of weeks. So this landing page is new, as is this one here. I mean, anything that says new on it in their demo is new. So you can see they have really good above the fold search elements. This is hugely important on any directory. Most directories fall short of this because it's kind of difficult to really make work in a really beautiful and functionally intelligent way. So this is another default layout or landing page that you're getting. The thing I don't love about this, and I actually told them this, and they said they would make a modification for me. I don't know if this is going to be something they release as a default option, but I would want just this on the landing page. So I wouldn't want all this. All right, so my landing page for the index of a directory that I would build with List and Go would either just have this, or it would just have this. I would not want all of the listings underneath or all the other information. I just think it clutters up the page. I think if you want people to be blown away by your directory, whether you're building it to appeal to an audience of your peers, whether you're building a local, hyper local directory, or really whether you're building this to sell, which I think is a really good option for many of you, putting one of these together in a week and selling it for even $500. I mean, that's a great way of starting to slowly make some money with the authority site model. Putting this thing together, populating a little bit, and then advertising it on Craigslist. I mean, that's not a sexy suggestion, but it's certainly something that anyone can do to get your feet wet and start making some money. As a quick side note, I just recently published something on my blog about Shopify stores. So there's a marketplace. It's called Exchange on Shopify, which are not directories, but they're it's an e-commerce platform. But you can literally build a Shopify store and flip it in a matter of days. And I say that not so you'll trust me, but go look at the Exchange on Shopify. I think it's exchange.shopify.com. And you'll see the date that some of these sites that are, being sold for anywhere from a few hundred to a few $1,000s, as high as $5,000, depending on the domain name. And you'll see how long those sites have been alive. So it'll say site created on XYZ date or XYZ amount of days ago. It's the same thing with this. I mean, some of those sites are 6, 7, 9 days old, and they're getting a couple $1,000s, or at least they're asking that. Some of them I know are getting that as well. So it's the same thing with this. You could put something like this together, build a directory using a great looking theme like this, and then put it on the market for sale in a matter of a week or less, or a month or less, whatever's comfortable for you. All right, so here you have all the different permutations of a landing page that you can choose from. They have one that I really like, one of the original ones they built that kind of led me to ask about the default homepage without all the nonsense underneath, is this one. So there is no scrolling here, you'll see. It's just the above the fold search elements and no secondary or tertiary information. I like this. The other thing that I really love about this that's really unique and really empowers you as a directory owner is the ability to allow your users to create their own listing layout. So I have not seen another theme that does this, and it's very cool. So if you go to the add a listing page, let's just go through this. All right, so let's go to the free selection. Look at this. There's 7 templates that your public audience can choose from. So you have classic, which is the activated one, creative, lively, blur behind, another creative, Lisa, whatever that means, Howard Rourke, whatever that means. And there are other ones as well. I know I saw this one here. So, I mean, this is really cool. So, you're really creating a directory that is morphing and changing from a visual presentational standpoint, again, by dint of the selections that your users are making. So, maybe a dry cleaner would say, I like a classic look for my, for my business. Maybe an artist would select this. Maybe a travel agent would select this. So essentially what ends up happening is you have a variety of different visual looks for your directory that are being created by your users, not by you. I don't know another directory that does that, which is very cool. You have really some cool elements here. I mean, again, this is a really nice visual presentation, I think. You have a user who has a profile page. You have all this information. You have really good. This I don't like. I mean, I think that's kind of like useless. These report listing buttons that lots of directories are now incorporating. I guess some of the popular communities are doing that now, like the Yelps or whatever. It seems like a waste of time to me to incorporate that. I mean, who's going to report a listing and who wants to be on the ownership side of being notified that listings are being reported? I just think it's too cute by half. It's not required. I love this subscribble. They haven't changed that word, in 30 days. And I just, for the life of me, can't figure out why I wouldn't just change that to subscribe. All right, so let's look at Christine Evans, which is just an example of so here is all, this is just an administrator kind of proxy profile. But you can just see that all the profiles have a list of listings. They have this. You can get notified. You can follow your members, or, so if you look at this from a hypothetical standpoint, all of your members could have their own profile page with blog posts, with followers. So it emulates a social network kind of style, or a very basic, rudimentary sort of, interactive network of people and places and posts, which can really be, it just adds another interactive feature to your community. So you have top rated. Again, you'll notice this is a totally different layout than we looked at before. Contact and map. I also like the way when you scroll down, you'll see all this drops to the bottom, to the footer, which is also pretty cool. Contact map. There's some really cool map functionality, or map, I can't even speak, map functions that are well worth checking. So actually, that was the wrong thing to pull up. Let's just take a look at skincare. All right, so when you see this, you can go to map, you can view detail, which brings up a listing. You go to map, you can find direction, description, which I believe pulls up a Google or a map presentational view. Let's go to map and see what that does. All right, I mean, this is pretty damn cool. I mean, so you'll see you have this, you can search, it lists all the, the variety of different businesses that are, being pulled up in this view. You can read more, you can get directions, you can see what's open. These are all icons that have, some visual information about the type of business it is. You have the ability to move the map like so. And that freezes it, I think, which I just did, unfortunately. Here's a test listing. And again, you'll see this is this didn't show up, but this is it's not anything if it didn't show up. So I'm just going to shut up. All right, let's look at all the members. I'm not on my own computer, so this is a little bit slow. So I apologize for the lag. All right, so here are all the different members that are on the site as of now. As you'll see, most of these, because it's a demo, are actually just the the test users, folks from Theme Forest who are looking at the theme and setting up a test account. You can see Peter Larson. This is the demo administrator that the theme shop is using for most of the content on the site. So you can see this guy, again, Peter Larson, is just a proxy profile, has the vast majority of the content here. So that's pretty much it. I mean, there's a lot more to this that I'm not going to cover here. I mean, you have all these different types of, map, listing presentations, homepage demos, types of listing, appearance on the aesthetic side. I mean, I don't know, is this a homepage yet? This is actually a homepage. So you can see this is using a creative rectangle presentation. So just a little bit different visually than the others. There are events. I don't know if the events are integrated yet. I think that's coming. I don't love the color scheme by default, but obviously you can change that. again, I mean, from just purely a a pragmatic perspective, this is really just stocked with options. I mean, here's a WooCommerce shop, so that alone gives you the flexibility that allows you to do all kinds of other cool and creative things. You can, for an example, create a shop, most obviously with your own stuff, but you can also create a shop where you're listing members, your profiles, your peers, your niche neighbors can sell stuff. So for an example, in this case, you could just create affiliate products. So you would just use the external product type on something like this to send traffic rather than to add to cart on your own shop. But again, using WooCommerce, you could be sending affiliate traffic to this guy's, let's say one of your members' shops on an external site and making a commission every time someone clicks on this link and buying something from one of your member shops using an affiliate link here. Very easy to do. And any directory that has WooCommerce enabled, you can run urgency offers using any number of different WooCommerce based coupons or deals or urgency offer plugins. You can use WP coupons without WooCommerce to also have somewhat of a similar effect. But you can literally create an entire business model just on listings and offering your listings the ability to sell products through affiliate links that you can earn, 25 to 50% commissions on. I mean, that's a standard commission on a JV deal or an affiliate marketing deal. So you could give away free listings and just charge for adding products to a store either on a monthly basis, or if you're smarter, doing it on a JV or an affiliate basis, which can earn you more money. All right. Again, this is List and Go. If there are things about this that I didn't cover that you'd like to know about, feel free to ask. I'm certainly not an expert on the theme, but I do have a pretty good overview at this point as to where it shines, maybe where it doesn't shine so much, which to me really is just the visuals on some level. I don't love the aesthetics of the sub pages as much as I do the home page and even some of the listing pages. So that's pretty much it. If there's anything else I didn't cover, Subscribble just continues to make me laugh. All right. Thanks so much. Have a great day, and I'll talk to you soon.